it would just blend with the background. And I'm trying to remember what the heck it was called. I think it was called like ATS or something X or something. I can't remember. It had a weird name to it, but I mean it's still being made, but you don't see it very much, because they always have Hunter's camo and
right.
Stuff. They always have that thing. But back in the 80s, man, that was like the thing to have. There's like they were pushing it out. Like, yeah, this new camo is good and stuff.
They've gone overboard with trying to get people to and success like Mossy Oak. Mm-hmm. That is the biggest freaking ripoff, dude. It is such a huge ripoff. All that camo. And people go out and they buy it. And I'm like, look, if you just sit down, don't move, don't make noise, the deer will walk up to a hunter and eat his lunch if he falls asleep. These are not highly intelligent animals. They're just prey animals. They run when something startles them, so don't move.
Yeah, that's basically all you have to do.
Yeah. So.
Hello, YouTube. We're here today.
Are we? I wasn't sure we were live.
I don't know. I heard
Are we live? Are we live?
I don't know if we're live or not.
I feel like we're live.
We might be live in a galaxy far, far away.
Far, far away.
A long time ago.
I was watching videos of Grogu. He's so dang cute.
He is cute.
I'm just trying to figure out how they're going to kill him off.
Well,
he's not going to die. He's not going to die at the end of the series.
Well, how do you say? We're 900 years old. You'll be look as good. You will not.
No, that was just his daddy.
Oh, that's right. That was his dad.
Yeah, Yoda hit him with it. There was only one other Jedi of his species there. It was what? Yaddle, the one that was mentally deficient? I mean, that's a little weird, Yoda.
I know.
Yaddle. Well, at least they had that, because I remember beforehand when Yoda, when Empire Strikes Back, premiered and stuff, they were always saying, "What is there other Yoda-like creatures, or he's unique?" They were working on a trading card, and it was a painting, and it had different type of Yodas, Yoda type creatures. But at the time they said, well, we're not sure if he's unique or he's from a planet that has that are more like him. So they had to scratch it. They didn't do the card, but they picture it.
I don't know if you played Knights of the Old Republic, but they had a Yoda Jedi Master in that one too.
Oh wow!
It wasn't Yoda himself; it was somebody else, because it was thousands of years before Yoda. So,
now we need to know what type of creature. What creature is Yoda? Like what is he? I mean, we know Grogu is Baby Yoda now, so they don't need to be calling him Baby Yoda anymore. They could just say Grogu.
Yeah.
We need to know what species is.
He's probably an amphibian of some kind.
No, he eats amphibian eggs.
Yeah. Well, when you think about it. What that planet that Yoda goes to was a freaking smorgasbord for him, man.
It was a swamp, man.
Yeah, I mean, Dagobah was like lunch.
Like a buffet,
Yeah. we thought he went there to meditate, but really it was a trip. You know what I mean? It was all you can eat.
So I know we're giving people some headaches out there that are listening, but this is the pre-chat, so anything can happen. It's not 9:00 yet, according to my to my watch. So once it hits 9:00, we'll figure something out. But until then, the pre-chat, anything can happen.
Yeah.
Been all around the world.
Yeah.
Yes, you have, Nighthawk Medic.
It's kind of like the Predator, right? Nobody knew what the heck species it was, and they finally came up that it was the Yautja. Yautja. I guess that's how you.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? That's what the Predator is? That's what the species name is? I said, okay, I can go along with that.
The first Predator movie was 80s glory, Everybody spent that whole movie shooting from the hip. It is more fun to watch than just about any movie that was made for the next 20 years.
Yeah, because I don't know if anybody's watched, but if you've ever seen any soldiers fighting it for real, no one shoots from the hip.
Yeah, no one shoots from the hip. You know,
well, nobody shoots a minigun either.
Actually, no, they've got miniguns chambered in 223 that you can actually hold and shoot now.
Yeah, I can promise you the minigun he's pointing up to there would have thrown him around like a little girl.
Oh, I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. But again, it was fun to see on camera.
It was fun to see on camera.
And that's what people don't realize. Yes, in movies and in video games and whatnot, handling a gun like that is much different than in real life. Try doing that in real life. Yeah, you'll fall on your ass.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So there's a reason they mount them onto vehicles. I'm just saying.
Well, they're heavy. They require power, and they produce a butt ton of torque.
And recoil.
Not really. I mean, just as much torque as recoil, right? It's all going right.
Oh, depending on how you look at it, it might be all going left. Who knows?
Yeah, there you go. Sad.
So sad. So sad.
All right. Well, we all burned out. Chat's over.
Chat's over. Okay, we'll see you guys next week.
We'll see you next week and hit or miss.
No.
People are like, what? The ones that are not paying attention, they're like, what? What's over? An hour already passed?
I wish. But no. We got to start. I guess we got to start. It's 9:00. So,
okay.
Welcome all to Hit or Miss. I'm your reluctant host, Night Strike. And reluctantly, I will introduce our panelists this evening, those that decided to show up. First up, who do I have? South Texas AR guys first.
Hello. Thank you for the invite. I'm South Texas AR guy. You can check me out on Instagram, where I post funny stuff and hopefully soon even more better stuff. So be looking out for that. Thank you very much. Next.
All right. Next up, we have everyone's favorite New Yorker from behind enemy lines in New York. We've got Rob D, otherwise known as NY Outcast.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for having me. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. And last but certainly not least, we have everyone's disagreeable Tennessean. We've got Nighthawk Medic.
What up?
So, yeah. And then again, I'm your host, Night Strike. So there we go. Everybody's been introduced. If we get any stragglers, well, that's I don't know. I'll let Medic deal out the punishments.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow, listen to that. I'm afraid for anyone
that might cause some problems.
Come on, defense, Dad.
Oh boy. All right. So again, we're going to talk about I don't know. We might have some topics. Medic had a topic he wanted to discuss this evening, so we'll probably go over that. And if anybody else has anything they'd like to talk about, go ahead and let us know. So with that, Medic, what was the one you wanted to talk about? Was the 12th Amendment, right?
Well, I wanted to talk about whether or not people thought, so from the perspective of what kind of an outcome do they think if we ended up going down the 12th Amendment route with our election right now? What kind of outcome do you believe we will see as a nation from that?
I'm afraid. I think that outcome is worse than what happened with the election.
So that is interesting. Do you believe that it would be better for a fraudulent election to go forward?
No, I don't want either. But again, I don't know. Why don't you explain your reasoning here?
So, well, I'm just wanted to discuss it. My individual perspective is that the 12th Amendment was the only way this would end. It wasn't a fraudulent election being pressed forward. I believe that the election was fraudulent. I don't think that everybody believes that. And I do not look down on people who do or do not believe that. But I believe if the election was fraudulent, that the best way to resolve it would be to go with the 12th Amendment as number one. There is historical precedent of it being used in very similar situations in the past. And in addition to that, it at least means that 100% of the country has seen an outcome decided not by people that they necessarily feel had bad intentions. But that is merely my opinion. Who else has a perspective?
Well, maybe we need to go over the 12th Amendment so people understand what we're talking about.
Okay. So the 12th Amendment to the Constitution, we're going to read the exact wording for it. Provides the procedure for electing a president and vice president in the event that there is a specific issue in the candidate and the process, or any type of an issue with electing the president. So the 12th Amendment of the Constitution lines out all of the rules for creating the presidency, right? It replaced the provisions and by which the early electoral college functions, right? So if there is a dispute in this process, right, and we're looking down the dispute process, we then move into what we do with the House of Representatives, what we do with the Senate, and deciding who the president and the vice president of the United States are. It essentially what you're looking at is it was a disputed process when it was initiated. It's a disputed process today. It comes down to the states in the end deciding who's going to take up the if you will, the presidency. And in addition to that, who's going to decide which upon that is the vice president. So if the person having the greatest, so the electors shall meet their respective states and vote by ballot for the president and vice president. Okay. And the person having the greatest number of votes shall be president, and the person having the greatest number of votes tied to that will be the vice president. So if the House of Representatives do not choose the president, the 4th of March, then the vice president shall act as president. So there's a bunch of like little addendums and pulls in it that enable us to continue moving forward as a country, no matter what breaks. Do we think that the Electoral College enforcing an election this way is a right way to go? Or do we think a re-election is a right way to go?
The problem is a re-election, we're only going to get the same results.
So, well, what if you say the voting machines aren't right and you go with a re-election without those specific voting machines? It's already been noted that the voting machines that are, are flawed.
Right.
So do we delay the election and re-vote without Dominion voting machines?
Yes, without Dominion, definitely. So
I think that could work, but obviously the oversight to the process would be, the question. Is it going to be legitimate, or is it going to be, another scam in a sense? And how would we know, and what's going to happen with that? So
is there any outcome, New York, that you would think would be fair outside of it being decided by the Supreme Court to fall back on something like the addendums in the 12th Amendment? You're kind of like me in that I don't think a revote would really give us a good number.
Yeah, honestly, I don't, not how things stand, I wouldn't think, because, the transparency of the system, would it be trusted? So I don't know if it would really do anything in a sense, like you're stating. So I think if, it's within the Constitution to, I believe, kind of revamp the system and whatnot, and try to come up with a better process or something like that, then I would say that may be the way to go. Although I'm sure there'd be a lot of flack from that, but if it's for everybody's benefit, then it would be worth the flack.
Well, so the following activities requiring photo ID are apparently not evil: to purchase cigarettes, alcohol, open a bank account, apply for food stamps, apply for welfare, apply for Medicare, apply for Social Security, apply for a job, apply for unemployment, rent a house, buy a house, apply for a mortgage, drive a car, rent a car, buy a car, get on an airplane, get married, purchase a gun, adopt a pet, rent a hotel room, apply for a hunting license, apply for a fishing license, buy a cell phone, visit a casino, get a prescription, hold a rally or a protest, donate your blood, buy a mature video game. That is not inappropriate. Activities where having a photo ID is considered to be inappropriate: voting. So, to your point, is there a process by which we could make a fair election? Yes, by requiring everybody to vote with ID. I think that would do it, right?
Yeah.
But what's our holdup? What do they say every time we suggest something like that?
That's racist.
That's racist. That's right.
Maybe we should offer them some cheese. Maybe that'll help.
Oh,
cheese?
God.
I do like the cheese idea.
There's the cheese again.
I mean, the man's not wrong.
Queso.
Licenses only issued to one group of people, or
no, they're working to fix that in California right now.
All right, I'm just trying to figure out how that's racist, but
yeah, well, but that's
all
what
right.
their argument is every time, right? If you want photo ID, you're racist, right? No matter what your skin color is, by the way, if you want photo ID, you're racist.
Yeah, it seems a little strange.
Yeah,
but again, remember, Battle Bean is legal now, so we don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, I was legal in '96, man. Thanks.
I was going to say, actually, where were those guys? Puerto Rico? Was it Puerto Rico? Bean, did you ever run into guys from, I think it was Puerto Rico, that were in the Army, but they did everything in Spanish? All their formations were in Spanish?
Like half of Puerto Rico was in the Army, bro. Why didn't we?
Oh, I know, dude. I'm just saying, there was a unit.
That's the Puerto Rican National Guard that does that.
Yeah.
It's fucking hilarious.
It is, dude. They're doing formations, and I'm sitting there watching the formation. I didn't speak a word of Spanish, but I went right. You know what I mean? I was right there with them because it's Army in Spanish. You know.
They get screwed too. Before they come over here, they got to do basic over there.
Yep.
And the only benefit is over there they get to go home at night doing basic.
Yeah.
So it's not really the same, and they don't have all the tools available for proper training per se. So
the other joke is
3 months there.
All of them know how to speak
do another
English.
3
They just
months.
refuse to.
And then after 2 years, I didn't say that, by the way. After 2 years, they become American citizens. At least that's how it used to work. Mm-hmm. So to me, that's totally worth it.
Battle buddy referred to as Alphabet.
Alphabet, yeah,
from Puerto Rico. Yeah,
all of my guys were Polish, from who I called Alphabet Soup.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that will be the Polacks. Oh, we just call them Ski 1, Ski 2, Ski 3.
Oh Lord!
I hope I don't get a channel strike.
This channel strike.
This channel strike brought to you by Battle Bean.
Battle Bean.
Hey, sorry, I'm just being honest. Damn it.
Yeah,
it's okay. They got stereotypes towards me. Everybody thinks my name is Jose. I'm like, fuck you. I'm not Jose.
This is Hose B.
Oh, no, that's stereotyping. His father wasn't a Mexican fire chief.
Oh Lord, what's wrong with us?
Did anybody watch that lame ass fucking fucking news conference the Army put out today about the whole Fort Hood situation?
Yeah, you mean the one where they don't want to admit that there's gangsters there executing kill orders?
Exactly.
Yeah.
They don't want to admit the fact that there is organized crime in the Army.
Yeah. Even though you and I dealt with it our entire careers, and I got out before you did, so it was a lot worse for you.
Oh, yeah, man. It's getting bad, bro. I'm actually going to go more into depth. I'm going to make a video about that shit because it's not just the Army. It's other fucking branches, too.
Well, when I was in, we had fellas that came to learn tactics, right? So they'd come in, they'd jump in a reserve contract, and they'd learn how to use an M16, and they'd learn how to slice the pie, and learn how to stack on a door, and learn how to fight, right? And they'd take that back to the streets. Most of them were 11 bang bangs.
Yeah, I know. I was actually I was one of the guys that always got in trouble because I never really want to teach him anything. Because to me, I'm like, fuck you. You're going to go and learn that shit and say you all of a sudden you're military trained and all kinds of shit in the street. Fuck you, dude.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Sounds like it.
Wow, apparently I had the single most boring topic out there. Not a single response.
Well, it happens. I get it too sometimes.
There was some news about more stuff going on at Fort Hood, I believe today as well. Yep. So
again,
that's a funky situation.
Well, that's what we're talking about.
That's some weird shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know.
Well,
I wouldn't want to have anything to do with that place right now.
Like I said, my personal experience at Fort Hood was my first self-defense incident. So you're talking about, this would have been in 2006? 2004. So 2004, things were starting to get bad out there. So I can't imagine.
Wow.
So if there really is an actual gang or criminal problem, why don't they just arrest them and put them in what, Leavenworth?
So the question is do they know who did it, right? And that's the trick. And then the other problem you have is, so if you're looking for people with aggressive tendencies who might have the mindset that would enable them to commit murder, the military's loaded with those people. And so, loaded with people who are capable of taking human life.
Okay, well, let me put it this way. We're in the 21st century. They can't put video cameras on the warehouses?
They can put video cameras wherever they're willing to pay for it, but you have to understand, keeping track of all that mess requires... that's millions of dollars to keep track of that much area.
If they can spend billions to spy on our cell phone conversations, I'm sure they could throw a couple $1 million to watch the military's assets.
Joe ain't worth that yet, dude. Trust me. They're going to lose a few more before they'll admit that there's a problem.
Fort Hood is so fucking big.
It's too big. Yeah.
It covers 2 counties, man. So. Yep. Just understand what we're talking about. This is a massive fucking Army base.
It is huge. I used to work, just to give you an idea, I lived in South Fort Hood and worked in North Fort Hood at one point in my career. It was 45 minutes to drive to work inside of the post the whole trip.
Wow.
Think about that for a minute. That's how big that place is.
You don't got enough fucking ring cameras for that shit, bro. I'm just
nope.
Saying.
Ain't gonna happen. It would be millions of dollars a year to maintain it. Millions.
Yeah. Well, again,
just give the problem to the MPs. They'll take care of it.
Shit. Excuse me. Did I say that out loud? My bad.
I'll say it. Fuck the MPs. I don't believe them.
there's that. Anybody else care about anything? Anything interesting? Let's see if I can come up with something.
No, sorry, we're not going to carry your show for you today. We suck at it.
I
know.
Yeah.
How about we take from the audience?
Yes.
Does anybody have a topic in the audience that they'd like us to go over? So, if you do, great. If you don't, that's okay. I'll just come up with boring news. So,
in 1992, Camp Pendleton upgraded computers. This is from Ghost Shadow to the Zenith 286 systems, and they'd not made them over in 5 years. Ghost, I know what you mean, man. I know what you mean. We had the computers
talk
in
about
our
low
clinic
budget, bro. Seriously?
They had Apple ones, and it's the one with the wooden, console,
tape deck.
The wooden box.
Yeah, Honda did mention this, and I read this, but he said Texas lawsuit is going to be heard by the Supreme Court.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about the 12th Amendment for, right? So if they force it up to SCOTUS, that's going to be the process. And so if SCOTUS is willing to declare, which, if this goes, I would put my money on a 5-4 with Roberts voting with the lefties, right? 5-4 in Trump's favor. And then each state will get a vote. And then, if we look at how the states vote, this is why the new paradigm from the left is that, they show the map and it has a picture of California. Paradigm, excuse me. And it has a picture of California and it has 40 million people in California. And it says 5 electoral votes, and then it shows most of the rest of the country at 40 million people, and then 48 electoral or however many electoral votes, and they're like, our election system is not fair. We need to get rid of the electoral college. And I'm like, 40 million rats in a sinking ship should not have extra votes. I'm sorry.
Actually, California's population dwindled down by 9 million.
I believe it. They're in Texas right now making laws.
Yeah, that's how many people have left already, bro.
It's too expensive for people to live there. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if you decide you want to move.
I want to move. My significant other doesn't want to move. I'm getting down to the point. I'm like, look, man, we gonna sell these bitches houses and we're getting the fuck out of here because it's getting too stupid here, bro. But the thing about it is that all these same morons are going to some other states I want to go to, and I'm like, I don't want to deal with these same morons, So I don't know, man. If I move, it has to be like really in the middle of the country because I'm like, I don't want to deal with all these damn liberals in Arizona or Nevada or in Washington or in Oregon. I'm like, no, man. I'm getting away from all that shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was the state that Matt wanted to move?
I see a funny picture that I have to share. So, I'm sorry, everyone, but I have to share this one.
Okay.
Oh, good Lord.
I agree.
What is wrong with you?
I'm clicking through, I'm looking for news, and I'm seeing some of the memes, and this is showing up, and I'm like, okay, I have to share this one. This is pretty good.
Biden has breasts.
You buy one vote, get 75,000 free. 4 a.m. delivery only.
Nice tits, Biden.
Oh man, I'm sorry, but I had to. That was
funny.
That was good.
Was it Wyoming that Matt wanted to move to? Had the good laws.
He wanted to move to Idaho.
There you go, Idaho.
And my cousin lives
one of those where it had good gun laws and stuff, and he was able to do all that stuff. But then his wife backed out of it because she wanted to stay in Texas. So I was like, "Yep, she's gonna stay. They're gonna stay in Texas." I knew it. Yeah.
I mean, I guess I don't blame her. I don't know how longer Texas is going to last. The thing about it is, every time you say that, somebody from Texas shows up and tries to prove you wrong. Today was the 6th anti-gun law proposed in that state in the last 2 weeks. I mean, they're pushing hard. Yeah, and I know how that works, right? They get a couple through, and next thing you know, it's freaking Virginia.
Oh yeah, I mean, the thing is that we were so close to almost losing, from being red and turning to blue, So we're lucky that we stayed red, because all the South Texas where I live going up was blue, and then it goes. I think after San Antonio, I think it starts going blue again, and the middle is kind of red. I know Austin is very liberal, and some parts of San Antonio. But, yeah, it's crazy, man. I'm just glad we're still red.
Get ready, brother.
I know,
why
man.
I left Texas. When they got rid of open carry, I picked up and left because I knew what was happening.
And then they brought it back.
Well, yeah, for now.
And then they reduced the price of getting the permit, Yeah, I remember paying $70, man, just to get it. Now it's $40, $45, somewhere around there.
And really, why a lot of people move to Texas is because it's such a friendly state for businesses.
Mm-hmm.
When you started seeing, like businesses like Toyota moving over there, all of these Silicon Valley companies over, even Tesla is moving over to Texas, because in reality their taxes are very, very friendly to companies. But of course, with that you bring a lot of the liberal minds coming over, and
you should have more gun companies moving over here. Yeah. Like PMag, like Mac, come up with making mag factory here and stuff like that, and other kind of parts and stuff. That'd be great.
Well, it's gotten to the point where I don't know if PMag they're going to have to figure out how to get more affordable real quick. Because I've started to see some of the entry level, kind of like your cheaper magazine companies, start to put out more 10-rounders. I wonder if PMag is going to do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Never know. You got to compete. You got to supply and demand.
Yeah, well, if I can buy an aluminum mag at the same price as a PMag, I will always buy the aluminum mag.
So apparently Ghost Shadow is complaining about a wedding at Ritzville in Washington with over 300 guests.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well, congratulations to them. They were able to get that through. Lord knows how.
Well, did you see the video of that they quickly took down of Obama's daughter at a party dancing and having a good time, no masks on anybody?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Kingpin is asking, what do you guys think of the Keltec P17 pistol?
Yeah,
I think it's great, but not for me.
Yeah.
I mean, if you like it, go for it. But
yeah,
personally, there are better options.
I'm not a big fan of Keltec stuff. Some of it's pretty good. I own 3 different Keltec firearms, but
it's nice if you need a 22.
Well, and it's a 17-round 22, and so let's play for a minute. So you buy a Keltec P17, and it runs at least as good as, let's say, the Taurus, right? If it runs as least as good as the Taurus with that MSRP, I'll buy 3.
Right.
See what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So, heck, I might go ahead and order one right now just to have it on the channel.
Well, the Keltec P17s, I think the Academy's selling them for like $199.
That's MSRP.
It is MSRP, but you're not gonna get below MSRP right now.
looks kind of toyish to me.
It does. It does.
Images, but it's always hard to tell by look versus feel. So
Yeah.
I'm going to give Kel-Tec this. Okay, Kel-Tec, while not all of their firearms may look great, the fact is they work. They work.
Well,
they work. As
yeah.
far reliability, I think their reliability rate is about 80-20.
Yeah, I have 2 Kel-Tecs that run all the time, and one that will not run consistently enough for me to even consider it a fire.
So 2 out of 3. We'll just say the reliability is 2 out of 3, depending on the Kel-Tec.
Yeah.
Okay, but honestly, if you just need something to play around with, or go outside and back and plank with, I don't see P17 as a bad choice. But there are other 22 semi-auto choices out there.
All right. Well, I got one on the way. So we'll see.
Okay.
I'm the only one who thinks they feel kind of cheap as far as their polymer goes. The very plastic.
Yeah,
that's all. Yes. That is all Kel-Tec.
That's why I won't do the KSG. I had a KSG. I was afraid it would blow up, and so I got rid of it. No, dude, I shoot a lot of shotgun. Okay, and there are very few shotguns in this world that make me jittery at all. The KSG feels like it's going to explode when I shoot it. Wow. And I have shot some janky stuff over the years. I mean, some janky stuff. And I've had firearms detonate on me before. So from the perspective of somebody who is aware of how all these things should feel, I feel qualified to make that evaluation.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, if you had, rifles detonated on you, you have that intuition or that feeling, when you hold that weapon, and you're firing it and you're saying something doesn't feel right, and
yep.
You never know.
That's also how you summon G23, by the way, is talk crap about it.
The way the slide designed on that P17, it looks like it could be fairly fragile. Like if you dropped it and accidentally stepped on it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a U well, and the slides almost like an L.
I just sense, but
it's
kind of like a deagle.
Okay, we got more comments out there, so let me go through some of these comments. Okay. G Webs is saying topic: staging old cell phones around as emergency phones. Ideas?
I've got 3.
I may have 2 or 3.
Yes, absolutely.
Good idea.
Let me add something to this real quick. I hope that a lot of you guys got some of that 20th century technology called a CB radio.
Got it too, and ham.
I don't have ham because I don't have a license.
Well, remember, you don't. First of all, the licensure is like 8 hours, dude. And in addition to that, you can listen anytime you want to. And if it really comes down to crap hits the fan, ain't nobody going to be enforcing it.
Yeah,
it's true.
That's right.
It's true. But
it's like with FRS radios, with you gotta get a permit to use these, but you see people using them in the malls.
Well, hey, since we're talking about radios, do you, Medic, recommend using those cheap Baofan freaking radios, or do you suggest that they should go with something a little more higher?
So my guys all have those radios. And from the perspective of things that I'm going to give somebody to train with and learn on, that they're going to hump around in the woods with them and potentially drop and step on and destroy, that's what I bought them first round. Now, if things start to get real weird, they'll get better gear.
Right. It's just Hashnasi, or I guess he renamed his channel to, what is it? Ham Radio Crash Course or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
He's done tons of videos on those cheap Baofeng ham radios, so you should go check him out for that if anybody's so inclined.
Yeah, but we've been running them. The oldest of the headsets is 1.5 years old now, and it's still running just fine.
Cool.
So,
we're not trying to talk around the world, though. If you were going to get into that as a hobby, by all means, buy the nice stuff. Yeah.
His channel's Ham Radio Crash Course now. He changed it finally, but you should check him out. He does a ton of those Baofeng videos. So, all right. Next up,
if I get into ham radios and I don't get to talk to Ronald Reagan, I'm going to be pissed.
Dude, listen to the International Space Station. What are you talking about? Forget all the other mess.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, out there saying they see a UFO and stuff, that'd be awesome to hear. Object has not moved in 5 minutes.
Ghost Shadow goes on to say 9 deaths connected to the wedding event. Several guests were healthcare workers that spread COVID to the patients.
Are they playing Typhoid Mary or what?
Problem in Washington, Seattle area has more population than the rest of the state. Well, that's any state with big cities.
Yeah.
And FYI, none of the people that live in those cities ever leave. But they want to dictate policy for areas in which, like, you don't need to worry about wild animals that want to kill you in, a city. But out in the country, you might have to worry about
you still do. They're just two-legged.
Yeah. No kidding.
No, we mean real animals, not those fake one on 2 legs.
Oh, no, they're real animals. Some of them certainly are.
Yes, they are. You can identify them a mile away, too. Two Live Moo asked me about the DP-12. Two Live Moo, I have about 100 rounds through a DP-12, man. I never bought one. The one that I had my hands on ran great, but I've heard a lot of people gripe about them.
Topic, guessing no one is watching Virginia Civilian Defense League live right now, organizing their big lobby day and 2A rally that will take place in January. Thoughts, ideas?
Yes. Can we get more than 33,000 people this time so they just, instead of having 2.68 million Virginians hiding in sanctuary cities, praying that the governor won't continue to pass non-constitutional laws this time?
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, Ehan is saying it's $176 to get a CCW in Colorado plus class.
Wow.
Yowzer.
That's freaking nuts.
Well, my lifetime was $200 and my class was $60, but that's it, right? I never have to pay any of that again.
Right. No,
New York's more when you total it, everything together, class, fingerprints, all that. It'd be more money in New York.
Yeah. So when are you moving down here?
Come to border, Rob. Come to PA.
He says he saw it for the first time the other day. I don't think it's for me. They're talking about the P-17.
P-17, right. Yeah.
Well,
I'm going to buy one and shoot the crap out of it.
There are other ones that you can get. There are better options.
What price are they going for?
I pulled mine at $185.
Oh shit! For that much, yeah. I mean, that's worth checking out then.
Yeah, I mean that's. Yeah. I've spent a lot more on a lot crappier weapons.
Ghost Shadow goes on to say at Night Strike 9 people are dead already from that wedding party. Yeah, if they're dead because of the COVID-19 virus, well then I guess that's their problem.
Wow.
They should have worn masks, right?
Who knew you were heartless?
So
not only am I heartless, but black. My heart is black and it's cold as ice.
So you don't want to destroy the entire nation, sabotage the education system, and completely destroy small independent companies? Because
if the entire nation would buy GunTube Lube, Night Strike would be all over that by sending them GunTube Lube laced with COVID-19.
Wait a minute, is GunTube Lube?
No COVID-19 on it. Stop that. Because you got some and you didn't get COVID-19.
I had the vaccine.
You had the vaccine already.
Yeah. No, you didn't. Don't lie.
They talked about the news that some people in the UK had gotten the vaccine. And they said William Shakespeare got it. I was like, oh my, William Shakespeare? Which is a guy named William Shakespeare.
Hasn't he been dead for 500 years?
Well, he seemed alive to me when they interviewed him.
Who knew? But no, it's just joking. All joking aside, it's just what do we say to something like that in Washington? They went to a party. Okay, I guess they didn't, respect social distancing or something. They weren't paying attention to who was sick and who wasn't, or who was a carrier and who wasn't. What is the right option? Because I sure as hell don't know.
Well, the other thing is, did they have any pre-existing conditions? Were they elderly?
Right.
There's a lot not being told here. Oh, these people died. Well, great. There's more to it than just 9 people died of COVID. There's almost guarantee, they were obese, had lung conditions, diabetes, other cardiac issues, et cetera, et cetera.
Well, and cardiac issues isn't enough. I lived through it with cardiac issues. So there has to be other things going on.
I got it. I know what happened. It was actually a drive-by shooting, but they blamed it on COVID.
It's possible.
Yeah.
They said a drive-by shooting. Darn, COVID got my guests.
E. Honda says at Night Strike, I would chip some ice off your heart if I could find it. Yeah, that's the problem. You can't find it. I've got it locked in a box. Buried on some desert island. There's a movie reference for you. If you can figure out which one that is, good luck.
Wilson.
Wilson.
All right. Let's see. Kingpin says barbecue mixed his up in the bathtub. Wow. He's talking about the vaccine.
He's exactly right.
Yeah.
And I can also make it apple pie flavored.
Washington State has much bigger problems than the Rona. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think if you're an older person and you have a potentially compromised immune system, you should be looking at the COVID rules and following them.
I agree with M. Gabriel. He says, hold your breath and stop touching your mucous membranes in public, and you'll be fine.
Keep your fingers out of your eyes, nose, ears, and mouth. Yeah.
Also, don't be a dirty bastard and wash your damn hands.
Use hand sanitizer.
Observe proper hygiene. God damn it!
So E Honda was abused by Caltech. How much extra did you have to pay for that?
Yeah. Did they at least give you the reach around?
Did you get goosed?
So you think COVID stopped people from running around licking ice cream and fruit and everything that they were doing in the stores?
No.
Dude, I look in my stores, these people have masks on. They touch their face twice as often because the mask makes their face itch and everything else. Yeah. And so I'm like, how's that helping you? You're going to end up with the coronavirus anyway. So I don't know.
I say get the freaking plastic mask. It makes you look even dumber as shit, but whatever works, I guess.
Honda said he paid $100 for his abuse, so that's.
He's like, yes, I got goosed. So, Honda, check Discord. If you want to jump in, you can jump in. We got about 20 more minutes, so. If you got anything you want to talk about, we can take some, conspiracy theory.
Ooh.
I just honestly, I'm very disappointed in the Army and the way they handle this whole fucking situation over there, because they're trying to put this under the rug, and it's not. I'm telling you, I'm not letting it go because I think it's bigger than what it's being told, man.
Of course it is. How many times did they put a rug over drug use? How many times did they put a rug over people smuggling weapons and nogs and everything else? Every time something, you know better than I do at this point how often that happens, right? We had guys moving crates of ammo and everything else.
Yeah. Ghost Shadow says at Night Strike, the issue was over 300 people at the party being stupid, shared the virus, then left the party to share with others. Some were healthcare and took virus from party to share with patients.
Outstanding.
Well, at least they're sharing, right?
Morons.
Sharing is caring.
So everyone got infected at that party, Craig.
Jeez.
Connor says no, he's good tonight. It's his birthday. He's almost older than dirt.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
You know. I think we need to sing "Happy Birthday" to him.
I'll start us.
All right, go.
Please do.
On 3. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Honda.
420.
Happy birthday to you.
That was
I was wondering if we were just gonna all leave Nighthawk hanging there for a second.
Dude, I'll totally solo the crap out of that. I don't care.
Hey, you know what, dude? Nighthawk's got he's got like the white fucking like what's that dude's name? Damn, I'm just trying to Barry
Perfect.
White, you know, boys. You know,
this is horrible.
So you're right. Let me sing you happy birthday, Daddy. All right.
I've heard people say so many times, too much of anything ain't good for you, honey. No matter how many times we shared love or made love, it seems like it just ain't enough.
Okay.
My darling,
Don't quit your day job, guys.
Honda's like, man, I shouldn't have said anything. Fuck.
All right, who's going to be the stripper? Let's get it over with.
Night Strike.
No.
Blue dress.
No.
Hey, like, you guys remember that? What's that movie? What's that movie?
Okay, Mario, what were you saying?
No, I said, do you guys remember the movie The Proposal?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When you got this Mexican dude trying to be the fucking stripper, but he's also the fucking store clerk during the day. Like, what the fuck? That's the kind of stripper we need right there.
It actually is. The man has a point.
Man. So is it starting to get cold where you guys are at?
Oh, yeah.
It was cold the last couple of days.
When I have jackets on in my videos, it is cold.
It actually gets cold in Tennessee?
It got butt cold here, man. It was 17 degrees when I made that video the other day.
32 degrees down here.
17.
Like a little bitch inside. Fuck that shit. I hate cold weather.
Right now, it's 32 degrees outside, so yeah, it's cold.
It is.
9 here.
Well, George,
Anybody got any
Texas.
What's your normal temperatures down there, Nighthawk?
Well, normal.
Yeah.
Most of the year, it's between it. Right now, it's 22 degrees outside. Most of the year, it's between. In wintertime, it's between 20 and. Sometimes we get as low as 0, right? Absolute 0. We're not like deathly cold. We don't get negatives like New York does, but wind chill's what gets us. The wind chill will take us down to -10, -11 sometimes.
It's 23 for me right now.
It's 22 right here.
Wow.
That's crazy.
It's 32 here right now, so that's cold.
Yeah, you might not be south enough for me.
Dude, this is good weather. It's nice and brisk. They have proven that if you expose yourself to cold air, you live longer because your cells remember what they were doing.
Rob, you probably like it down here in South Carolina more so than New York.
Or you get pneumonia, one of the two.
If for anything, the gun laws are better down here.
Yeah.
Cool.
Except for South Carolina will be the new home of whatever Adolf Hitler takes power after Biden.
Plus, you're going to be closer to Night Strike.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And Ellis.
If Night Strike's not willing to do the stripper thing for E Honda, do you really want to live that close to him?
No one wants to see me strip. Let's be honest, no.
Guys. Let's take a vote.
No, there's
Let's
no
take a
voting
vote.
going on for this.
German Sparkle Party.
Yes, Scheißen. No, never mind.
Leave it to the medic to get up there.
Yeah, there's one great thing about my condition is I can vote yes and still suffer no repercussions.
Yeah, that's not fair, man.
Says the blind guy.
There are things you don't have to unsee.
No, he's already unseen them.
Honda says it's 65 in Colorado right now. How in God's name is it colder here than in Colorado? Well, I am in the forest, so I mean it'll be a little colder than it is.
Yeah, one of you guys would be a jerk and get Morgan Freeman to narrate what's going on to me. He'd be like, "So then, Night Strike took off his pretty blue dress and had on stilettos and a furry thought." Oh God, Morgan, stop it!
Morgan Freeman's from my hometown. and then Night Strike pulled his dress right off. And in that very moment, all of the men realized they really didn't want to see Night Stripe's pecker.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. I got a super chat.
I think we're talking about the guy that writes the
guys,
Game of Thrones novels.
Concentrate. I got a super chat here from Ghost Shadow. He wants me to show this picture. I don't know if it's showing up.
It's negative 52 degrees. Where are you? Antarctica?
Yeah, he says negative. Super chat says posted photo Night Strike in Discord minus 52.8 Fahrenheit, and here's the picture. Wow, minus 52.8. That's.
Are you sure the battery's not out on that thing?
Is he in Alaska?
Paid to be there.
Are you in Alaska right now?
He's in Cabot. He's in what's that town? The farthest that they've shown on Life Below Zero.
Where
the Hellstones are living at, man. That's like really high up.
Well, the coldest it is in the continental United States right now
Alaska?
is 20 degrees.
Yeah, it's probably Barrow.
Yeah, Barrow, Alaska.
Barrow's like way up there.
It's 31 degrees in Anchorage.
Okay, Ghost Shadow saying temp here is around 28 Fahrenheit here at night and 30 degrees and 30s during the day.
Wow.
But that record right there, negative 52. Wow. That is
so like you get a hot cup of a pitcher of water and then you throw it in the air and it turns to ice.
He says it was that cold when he lived in Alaska. Minus 52.
Okay.
I can see that.
Wow.
50 below zero. Yeah, I can see that easily.
Yeah.
Stan from SS Pawn is out there. He's saying now that's cold, and that he would know because Nebraska gets pretty cold itself too.
Mm-hmm.
So
Nebraska gets butt cold.
Yeah, my cousins live over there, and I'm like, how the fuck is your brown ass living in goddamn Nebraska? I'm like, fuck that shit.
Hey, watch your mouth.
The Latino population in Nebraska. It's insane.
Watch your mouth. And Walter Davis says that's kind of cold, but it's a dry cold. Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm sure it's dry.
Ghost Shadow goes on to say at Night Strike, Umiat, Alaska used to set record cold every winter. They had down to negative 80 degrees Fahrenheit.
Ooh, boy.
I would not want to live in that. Would anybody else want to live in that?
I'd do it.
No.
I would slay a
without
polar bear
getting paid.
living at Circus if it was that cold.
If it's that cold, you don't get out of bed.
Hell no.
The polar bear would be my bed.
It's like Star Wars.
Well, you'd have to shoot the polar bear and slice open is stomach with a laser sword, and then he can sleep it.
I thought they smelled bad on the outside.
Right.
Yeah, but
It might stink, but it'll keep you warm.
Remember, he's not scarred by visuals, right? So he could just crawl up its butt and never suffer from anything from that. There's an opening around here somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, you got to hear this one. Ghost Shadow says at Night Strike, it was so cold politicians had their hands in their own pockets.
My God, not really.
Whoa! Politicians had their hands in their own pockets. Whoa!
Yeah.
That's how cool it was.
The lies
But,
this
you
man
know,
tells.
I know.
In all honesty,
Still funny.
There's still also people that live, like, let's say they live in Montana or something like that, and when they come to California, like when it's in the middle of the summer, they pass out because they're not used to the heat over here.
Yep.
You know, like to us, 110 is, you know, a normal day in the summertime here. But, you know, you bring somebody over that's lived in North Dakota, South Dakota, and they don't get those kind of temperatures over here.
What about
No,
night?
that's
They say it's cooler at night.
It doesn't. Well, yeah, it doesn't get that cool at night though, man. Like where I live, it's in the valley, so it just stays there, man. You know, you only get
Oh,
like
wow.
a 10. Yeah, you only get like a 10-degree difference, which is horrible. You know.
You live around the coastal area then?
No, I don't.
No, I
Can't
mean,
afford
that's
it.
no, yeah, but I mean, the coastal area, the cities around the coastal area at night, they would get probably colder because they're
Oh
they're
yeah,
they're on the bay.
yeah, the cities on the coast like
Yeah.
San Luis Obispo and all those, you know, those get they also they get cooler at night, but also in the morning they get the morning fog, so it kind of cools everything down. So yeah, living in the coastline is a lot easier because, you know, in certain parts you get the fog that comes in the morning, and that really cools down the day, and then by the time the you know the sun pretty much wears out the fog, then it's like 9:30, 10 o'clock. So it's not bad.
Is it more expensive to live in the cities on the coast there?
Oh yeah, it is. We're talking.
That's the way it usually is.
Yeah, it is. Trust me, if I could, if anything, if I could live in the coastline, it'd be a whole lot better. Because to me, it's like one of the things I love the most about the state is just that the coastline is beautiful.
Is it also fun to service the testicles of the politicians down there when they take your rights away from you?
Wow.
Wow. All right.
Hey, how come you don't? How come you don't warn him and tell him to watch his mouth? You know? What the hell?
He used profanity.
I don't hear
White
no censorship right there.
He didn't use any
That would just be
F-bombs and
racist.
any other stuff.
Come on, California, you're used to censorship.
So, you know, here's my thing. Laugh all you want, but if Biden gets together, that's what you're all gonna get.
No,
And
no,
then I'll be laughing.
I'm from a state that'll probably end up hosting the separation from the rest of the country.
I don't know. South Carolina did last time.
You know, are you gonna wear your Jimmy Crockett hat too?
Yeah, I thought about it. I might buy one. I thought about it.
Hey,
It would go good.
If you don't have a good coonskin hat, you need to get one.
Yeah, well, right now there's connotations with that.
At this point, you know, just own it. At this point,
Right.
you know, it's either you get one and they still call you a redneck racist, or you don't get one and they still call you redneck racist.
Yeah, well,
you're screwed no matter which way you go. Anyways, we got a couple comments out there. Alaska 556 is out there asking Ghost Shadow where he lived. He lives in Juneau, Alaska, and it barely gets cold there. And Ghost Shadow says that Night Strike sucked. Have the temp go up 50 degrees, and it was still below freezing.
oh man, oh man.
That's what it's like 0.2 degrees freezing, right?
Yeah.
But Ghost Shadow says that Alaska 556, little over 100 miles north of Anchorage, his grandfather was buried in Thane, Alaska in 1915.
Oh, wow.
Thane, Alaska is now Thane Street in Juneau.
That's crazy.
The worst cold I ever experienced was when I was driving truck. I was up in Minnesota, and it was negative 40 out, and it was saying the Weather Channel was saying it felt like negative 50 with the wind chill. all I know, it was freaking cold, and I was outside for about 2 minutes without a stocking cap, and already had frostbite on my ears. It was absolutely terrible.
Yeah, it's so
Oh,
cold.
man,
It's
that's
hot. It is absolutely
Walter
miserable.
Davis is correcting me here, saying coonskin is a racist term. Raccoon is still okay, but be careful there. You know what? When you say coonskin hat, it means
Come on,
raccoon
man.
skin.
He's being so
Nothing wrong with
sensitive.
coonskin hat.
So for those that don't know and that are so sensitive, one, get over yourself. Two, what are you doing to listening to Hit or Miss? And three, I mean, what the hell? That's what you call the raccoon skin hat.
The better ones are the coyote skin caps.
Dangling off.
Oh yeah, the bear ones are good too.
Yes, but I like the coyote skin caps just because they got that long ass tail on them.
Yep, they look
Oh
awesome.
yeah, and then you look like homie from
the movie, yeah.
Dances with Wolves.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to find a good deer pelt throw jacket.
All right, so it's time to pack up shop and get the hell out of here.
Everybody getting sensitive now.
Yeah, everyone's getting sensitive.
Are they really?
I'm
not even watching it.
No, they're not. Just got the email for John's Sandhill Shooters.
Yeah.
His chat. So let's pack this up and get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
So with that, South Texas AR guy, you got anything you want to plug? Anything you want to let people know about?
Just thank you for the invite, and it's great to see everyone here and people in chat. And just catch me on Instagram at South Texas AR guy. Thanks for having me.
All right, Rob.
So have a great night, people. Thanks for having me.
Nighthawk Medic, do you want to shamelessly self-promote?
Nah, not tonight. I got videos out there. So do a lot of awesome people. Check everybody's stuff out.
All right. Mario Mosen, the YouTuber now known as Battlebeam.
Battlebeam.
You got anything you want to plug?
I think he fell asleep.
He might be getting cheese.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm good. No, I'm not a cheese.
You're not getting cheese, okay?
No, thank you guys for the invite. I really appreciate it, man. It's always good to hang out with like-minded folks. So, God bless you guys. Take care of yourselves and try to stay sane out there. That's all I got.
All right. Guns and Barbecue, do you have any final words of wisdom for us?
Oh, absolutely. This is why I always jump in late, so I'm last. So I can give those parting words of wisdom.
I'm sure it is.
Check out everybody on the panel. They all have great channels, except for Mr. Southwest Texas AR guy. So with saying that, peer pressure him into starting his YouTube channel, but otherwise, go check him out on Instagram. I want
to be like Moo. I want to have high subscriber count and no videos.
But I hate to say it, but in Georgia's defense, it's more like South Central Texas, because it's kind of like in the middle.
Oh, I said Southwest, didn't I? Sorry.
Yeah.
It's South Texas AR guy. I don't know why I feel the West part. I think it's just because of that airline company, but but yeah.
I know Walter Davis will not be sensitive, but good night. Walter Davis says good night, all. God bless and thanks.
Good night, Walter Davis.
Good night, Walter Davis.
We'll see you later, buddy.
But yeah.
Anything else?
Buenas noches, Walter.
We've got the 1911 video coming out tomorrow, so if you want to see the difference between $800 1911 and a 1911 that would retail or MSRP at $1,700, check that out.
I felt
I'm going for the cheaper one.
I felt what the one that would cost at $300 was like.
The Rock Island one.
Yeah, I need to get a Rock Island and a Taurus.
That was the. I felt that firsthand because I own one and it bit me, and I had to go there.
That's fine, Filipino
vampire.
It actually not to knock the Philippine people, as my great grandfather was one. They actually don't make bad guns. They make pretty good guns.
And the thing is, Night Strike blames the gun, but if you take a good dog and beat it, it's gonna bite you.
Well, all right. On that note, we will see you guys either Thursday or Friday, depending on if I can get around to doing the Thursday edition this week. If I can't, I'm sorry. I will do the Friday night strike, and we will have the next episode of Early Watch at 9 a.m. on Friday. So go over to the Early Watch Nation channel. I'll see if I can get a link out there for everyone. And if you haven't seen that, you should check it out. We got Monday's video up, so check that out. See if I can
Instead of giving people cookies, give them cheese. Just saying.
Give him cheese. Wagon wheel.
There's the link out there. I hope it works.
Night Strike likes Limburger.
Hell yeah. You
No,
it like that.
Mustard.
I prefer
Moonstar.
Munster is an incredible cheese.
Munster.
I prefer Munster or Colby Jack.
Club cheddar. Kobe Jack.
Colby Jack.
Pepper Jack.
Colby Jack's for girls.
I had pepper jack on my Subway sandwich today.
Hey, there you go. There you go.
Very
Barbecue
nice.
chicken.
All
I
right,
mean, I'm sorry, buffalo chicken.
COVID. Shall not be infringed.
Adios, Felicia, and happy birthday again, Honda.
That's right. Órale.
Happy birthday, Honda.
Happy birthday, Honda.
That
So,
was a good one.
Adios, Felicia.
Locos forever, eh? Órale.
Ole. Adios, Felicia.
this was hit or miss.
Órale.
Shall not be infringed.
Shut up,
Hey,
infringed.
I'd like to give a shout out to Puppet. Órale, little Puppet. Muy chingón. See you later, vato.
Give him the bird.
Give him the bird.
I ain't got no tagline. And what else?
Moo.
Moo. There we go.
Grrr.
Oh.
Let's-
Oh.
Hey,